there, my tribe, my XRP army, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope you're all doing well. Want to come at you right now with a kind of an emergency broadcast about a guy named Brandon LaRoque. He has a YouTube channel. You might want to go check him out. He purports to have lost $3 million worth of XRP due to not understanding the difference between a hot and a cold wallet and which he was using and when and where. So the gist of the story is that he had a hot wallet or a cold wallet. I believe it was the hot wallet was on his iPad and the cold wallet was on his desktop. I believe it was. Maybe reversed. Go and check it out for yourself. But the important thing is Elapal had an orange background for one and a blue background for the other. And he didn't know this. He just thought that the different colors were different backgrounds for no reason. Shame on Elapal for not having a big sign up there saying cold wallet or hot wallet. Not knowing the difference between these two cost him $3 million worth of XRP. Why? Because he had a laptop that was generic use. And on this generic use laptop, he had a hot wallet, which he thought was a cold wallet, and it was not. And somehow, because of somewhere he went or something he did, somebody got on, got his keys, and stole all his XRP. And he shows the blockchain where a little bit was moved, and then all of it was moved, and it instantly went into a whole bunch of different wallets after it was moved, making it harder to track. And he sent a letter to Elapal, and they sent back saying, well, you're supposed to know the difference. And now Elapal, I guess, is shutting down all of their hot wallets and telling people to move them to cold wallets. And that brings me back to what I do is I don't have hot wallets. I don't. I store it on either an exchange or a cold storage device. And I start by having a sterile laptop. You can be a desktop if you want, but it's sterile. The only place it has ever gone was to update, because it wouldn't turn on without updating when I bought it, and to Treasure IO. And I remind myself not to go to any websites by plastering stickers everywhere, telling myself don't go to any websites, period. A couple $100, probably the best thing you can do for yourself security-wise. Never go anywhere on the internet with the device you use to interact with your crypto. Second thing I do is Treasure. I'm also going to get a ledger for my HBAR, but right now I use Treasure. Only buy it from Treasure. Don't buy it off of Amazon. Forget about saving 10, 15, 20 bucks. It isn't worth it. Only buy from Treasure. And Treasure has a new, I think it's Treasure 7. It's supposed to be the most secure. So you might want to look into that. And then I stamp it on metal ledgers. And that gets put in a PVC container and it's buried. Folks, you cannot take your security to the extreme. You can't. There is no extreme. Get an RFID chip so that you can only access your laptop with that RFID chip near it. Okay. Brandon LaRoque says that XRP was hid in his wife's retirement. What's he going to do now? Is it worth? No, it's not worth it. No. Understand what you do. And I don't remember who it was that stated it on the channel earlier. And I checked it out, and he was correct in that 90% of the money that is lost in cryptocurrency is lost through self-custody. The other 10% is lost off of exchanges. Exchanges are more secure than cold storage because people lack responsibility and they're lazy. They don't want to look into what it takes to properly self-custody. You got the keys. You're the only one with the keys. You lose those keys, you damage those keys, and it's gone forever. That's just the way it is. You got to be responsible, and then you got to be responsible on top of that, and then you got to be responsible on top of that. And probably a couple more evolutions of that. Hey, we all want this to happen. But if you lose it all because you didn't do it right, what good have you done yourself? You haven't. My heart goes out to you, Brandon LaRoque, because I do have XRP as part of my retirement plan. The part that I really want to have fun with. My heart really goes out to you. And thank you for being candid about your loss and how it happened and everything else, because it's a story worth understanding. I don't know if I can link it down below. I'll try to link it directly to his story because it is a good one. It shows you the need to be on top of your game. And your game is your crypto. And it's only going to remain your crypto if you take the proper security measures. It's a heavy subject. And all I can say on top of that is, hey, XRP, $100,000 today, please. But also, folks, take your crypto security seriously. Do yourself a favor and get educated on it. And then take those steps. I was scared to death. I really was. I was so nervous to start this process. I was just like, oh my gosh, one wrong move and it's all gone. It is really, really simple. They walk you through it. You need to understand what you're doing. Move one token and then move 5 tokens and then move 10 and on and on. Move 1 a day for a week and then move 10 a day for a week. The goal there is to become competent with using it. I still go and I'll buy 1 XRP and I'll move that 1 XRP off the exchange onto the treasure just to keep practicing. And I'll send 1 to my wife to a different address, so on and so forth. Need to be competent in your storage and also be confident that it will protect you, because it will protect you, but only if you do things right. God bless y'all. Take care, and I'm out. Wow, what'd I do with my key fob to turn it off? Oh well, old school. Here we go.